Hotel workers protest at Excellence Oyster Bay in Trelawney. The calls for better working conditions in the hotel sector are growing louder as staff at yet another resort have taken to the streets. Staff at Excellence Oyster Bay in Falmouth, Trelawney went on strike Monday morning despite attempts by the hotel management to stave off the action. Representatives of the Excellent Collection operator of the resort arrived in the island on Sunday night after they got the wind of the plan to protest. But the workers told the news that they were not happy that they were ordered to return to work without a hearing, so they went ahead with the strike. The demands which are outlined in an email include a wage increase, job security, union representation, and increased staff complement. Azuma Francis, a member of staff, outlined the compensation being sought.
We're having a lot of issues, The PA not right. We want some more money, 35% pay at least. You understand? And if we can get some pay in a US currency, that would be good. The other day, how much me get for my pay? A 45 me get for my pay. $45,000.
I work in double time.
You understand? I mean, I tell you, say, if me finish work, and the bus left me have to wait for the next hour to get a bus to go to Senton. You understand? Because we are ensured that the work done. So when the other team come from graveyard, then can get everything for work. So there's no complaint or there's no. Me clean my teeth off from the car the other day, and I try to use it again to buy medication and that stuff, and it not work. I don't know what I'm going for that.
They're coming with action.
Yes, but I need to take a seat and have the time to read your concerns, to see what we can get as soon as possible. And I understand that we have room for improvement. Of course, we are not perfect. But, and I'm sad that we needed to get to this situation. I'm very sad because that is my people.
I am sad too.
Policemen charged with murders of members of Addison Round Track gang. The two policemen implicated in the fatal shooting of 3 men on Windward Road in East Kingston a week ago have been slapped with multiple charges, including murder. The shooting, which occurred on Sunday, November 10, resulted in the death of 17-year-old O'Shane Stubbs, 19-year-old Orlando Campbell, and 20-year-old Keyshawn Simmet. The Independent Commission of Investigation (INDECOM) outlined the raft of charges against Corporal Mark Roy and Constable Kelby White in a statement on Monday. INDECOM says the charges are based on ruling by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. In addition to murder, Corporal Roy and Constable White have been charged jointly with 3 counts of using a firearm to commit a felony and discharging a firearm in a public place. They are also charged with 2 counts of perverting the course of justice, which INDECOM alleged they did by making a false report and planting or placing a firearm at the scene. The duo has also been charged with willfully making a false statement to an investigator. INDECOM says Corporal and Constable White are expected to be placed before the court this week. On Sunday, November 10, preliminary information from the 2 lawmen said they were on patrol in a service vehicle when they accosted 3 men. The men reportedly opened fire at them. The policemen reportedly returned fire, shooting all 3 men. The 3 men were pronounced dead at hospital, and one of the policemen treated for what INDECOM described as alleged gunshot wounds. 2 illegal firearms and a quantity of ammunition were also reported taken from the scene. INDECOM later revealed that it had uncovered significant evidence during its early investigative work that warranted the arrest of the lawmen. Meanwhile, the news understand that the slain young men had long rap sheets. 19-year-old Keyshawn Simmet, also known as Bimmers, was reported the leader of the Anderson Road Track gang. He associated with Calvin Simon, aka the CJ, a high-ranking gang member of the Anderson Road Track gang. At the time of his demise, he was out on bail for the alleged murder of Kimania Darrell, a 26-year-old taxi operator. He was arrested on May 15 and granted bail on September 18, with conditions to report to the Halfway Tree police station every Wednesday. Simmet was also said to be involved in multiple robberies across East Kingston, Rollington Town, and Doncaster. News sources indicate Simmet often used ride-hailing services like InDrive and robbed drivers of valuables and vehicles. He has posted on social media images of himself posing with firearms. 19-year-old Orlando Campbell was a car wash attendant. He too was reportedly a member of the Anderson Road Track gang. He reportedly participated in gang-led robberies, including targeting ride-hailing taxi drivers, and he has been seen brandishing firearms on social media. O'Shane Stubbs, otherwise called Moonhead, was also a member of the Understood Road Track gang. News sources say he was involved in robberies similar to those executed by the gang. Vendors at Purnell's Charge Arcade beam on another fire near Christmas. Vendors at the Purnell's Charge Arcade in downtown Kingston are left reeling after losing their goods in early morning blaze on Monday. The fire is said to have started at approximately 7 a.m. One vendor said she has lost at least $4 million worth of goods.
Wow, it's a really disaster. I'm feeling so sad, and it's a terrible thing in the Christmas because we have a lot of goods in there. I didn't save nothing because when I came, my friend called me like about 7 o'clock, and when I came down here, everything was big. The fire was big around there, so I couldn't do nothing. But some people saved some things, but I didn't save nothing, and I would estimate about $4 million worth of things I lost there. So, what can I say?
Another vendor said she lost everything.
When I got the call that the arcade is on fire, it was about after 7. And I live all the way in Mona side, so the traffic by the time we reach here, everything gone. Shoes, clothes, everything. Why, I don't know. No idea. Devastating. Because I don't know if we're going to get any help or anything. I don't know if we can go back in there by that time, so no idea what we're going to do.
This is not the first time that the Purnell Charles Arcade has engulfed in flames. Vendors say whenever this happens, it's closer towards the Christmas period. Meanwhile, Jamaica Fire Brigade Divisional Commander for Kingston and St. Andrew, Senior Superintendent Patrick Gooden, says over 100 shops have been affected and about 95 have been completely destroyed.
It took the firefighters approximately 2 hours to bring the fire under control. We discovered that a total of 110 shops were engulfed in flames. Of that amount, 95 were totally destroyed. At this point in time, we are not able to say what is the possible cause of the fire, but our investigators are on location, and as soon as time permits, they will be commencing investigation to determine the possible cause of the fire.
Superintendent Patrick Gooden, Jamaica Fire Brigade Divisional Commander for Kingston and St. Andrew, and the Jamaica Fire Brigade is recommending several measures to curtail fire outbreaks in markets. Data from the JFB indicate that 3 fires occurred at the Old Shoe Market in Montego Bay during the 12-month period since October 2023. The brigade says the blazes were the result of unregulated electricity use, cramped shop layouts, and the use of non-fire-related materials. The JFB says, in addition to redesign with more space and using non-flammable and fire-retardant materials, there is a need to install devices such as smoke detectors throughout markets and arcades.
Last Friday, tragedy struck Homewood Technical High School in Manchester when 47-year-old school bus driver Rohan Gentles, also known as Scrooge, was brutally killed on the school grounds. The incident occurred around 8 a.m. shortly after the start of classes. Reports indicate that Mr. Gentles was preparing to transport the school's football team to a match when he was attacked. Just hours later in St. Andrew, a man believed to be a parent was fatally shot outside the gates of Russell Primary School. The attack happened between 8:30 and 9 a.m. This marked the second fatal incident at Russell Primary in less than a month. On October 15, another parent was killed on the school's premises, reportedly in full view of students. Speaking at Homewood Technical High on Monday, the Education Minister emphasized that there's an urgent need for robust protocols to ensure school safety.
There's a school safety policy that's been worked on between the Ministry of Education and also the Ministry of National Security that's been in the works, and I don't like that word in the works because too often in Jamaica things are in the works forever. But we have said that this needs to be completed at the end of the month. UNICEF is assisting the government in finalizing it, and we expect at the end of November that review to be done because we have to prioritize safety in schools, and our government is going to do whatever we have to do to make it clear to criminals that schools are not fair game. We're not supposed to be seeing these kinds of incidents in our schools.
The upcoming policy is expected to address the safety concerns with measures to enhance security and protect students and staff. Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon says violence should not be tolerated, especially in the vicinity of schools.
So this is a problem that is not unique to Homewood, but it is something that as a country we cannot allow to continue without strong action. And so I give you my assurance here that I am going to ensure that the school safety policy is finalized and that we are working with the Ministry of National Security to ensure that we have as robust protocols as possible at all of our schools across Jamaica.
She adds that penalties for crimes committed at schools or near children will be examined.
The discussions around penalties for crimes that take place on a school compound or near a school or involving our children have to be expedited. That is not in question.